This talk will discuss the CEC Waterfront Inspection App. This app was created to provide engineers doing waterfront inspections, which a way to capture data they come across during the inspection. What it does is let you georeference the item. You could take a photo or photos of the item and provide comments for one or more photos. So we will start the inspection. Okay, I should mention that how the program works. The program was designed entirely using all of Google's tools. So it provides security, knowing that all the input and maneuverability of the program is done entirely using Google's tools. It also makes the app user-friendly and conforms to Google standards. Another feature is this is sort of unique. I wrote the entire program, or I didn't write it. The entire program was written by Gemini. I gave it the concept of what we needed and what was expected, and Gemini wrote the entire program. And with my help, polishing it up and making it more user-friendly, which, by the way, takes a long time. So anyway, you could see the CEC logo on the icon, the Android icon. This is the only contribution I made to the code. This code is written using Google's Android Studio, so it's made for security in mind. Everything is Google in it, so I tried to use it as much as possible, sticking to Google standards. Anyway, we'll launch the CEC Inspection App. Okay, the first screen that pops is an inspection's already in progress. Would you like to start or resume one? I've done several of these videos trying to get this screen recorder to work properly, so we'll start a new one. Okay, now using all the Google tools, you can, if you hit, like, say, the first page is the information page for the project. Then it goes to the main menu, but this allows you to provide information for the project. Now, when I touch say I'm going to add the project name and I touch the box, a standard Google keyboard comes up, and it has, so you can enter text or you can enter voice input touching that little mic in the top right of the keyboard. However, been trying to get the voice to work, and I can't use that mic for voice input and talk on this demonstration at the same time. So I'm going to have to use the text input. So that's demo. Demo. Okay, project number 000-01. This might not be how I'm saying it. Client CEC, user JMK. By the way, weather 70 and sunny. Okay, now when I touch the project description box, another Google text box is going to open up, a large Google text box, and it's standard Google issue. And it allows you to provide a large amount of text for the description. It's also used on the comments section, anywhere there's a large description. And it allows you to easily go add a large description and then go and add and edit it later, or you can modify it later and all of that. So when you touch the screen, the standard Google keyboard comes up. Now I was gonna in my previous videos I did that were half-hour videos, by the way. It didn't accept my voice input because I can't talk on this screen demonstration and do the video input. I was given a large paragraph. Now I'm just going to do a short one. This, oh man, this is a description. Okay, so anyway, and then we save that. And even if you give a large description, there's only a one line shown in the description thing. And you could always go back and hit that box and edit it and say, add more data. And it'll add more data and save it. And that shows because it fit on the line. Okay, now we'll continue to the main menu for the inspection. Okay, here's the main menu. There's 5 items on the screen. It's really difficult. The GPS system to operate, it's pretty inaccurate on a mobile phone. Its accuracy is within like 15 feet or something like that. Anyway, I was getting a lot more accuracy on my Google 9A, but I'm doing this on a Google 6A. The 6A has an accuracy around 15 feet. Whereas the Google 9A, I was getting 2.7 feet. And that's not exact either. But anyway, the 9A, so they're improving the accuracy all the time as they're coming out with new Android phones. So we're not going to, that initialize warm-up screen, it warms up the GPS. The GPS has to locate all the satellites and that before it gets an accurate signal, and it takes a while to locate it. And especially if you don't have an internet connection, the Google speeds up the operation by providing the satellite locations to the phone over the internet. So an internet connection helps out a lot. But what I have, I did this warm up initially to warm up the GPS and to locate the satellites. But I have, what I did now is I found an app on Google Play Store. It's called Active GPS. And what it does is keep the GPS system active all the time. So it helps speed up the geolocation of the satellites and that, and speeds up the GPS. It's kind of a slow process. So we're going to skip the GPS warm-up screen. I don't use an active GPS. You don't need it. And what Define Site Borders does, Define Site Borders allows you to go around the border of your project and click a point at each corner or whatever, and it'll analyze the locations, take the GPS of each point, and then it'll create a KML file that you can use. It imports directly into Google Earth, and you could see how your border, the accuracy of your GPS was during the day of the inspection. And to get an idea how it works. And there's ways to refine the GPS. There's add-ons like a Trimble catalyst system. It's about a $350 item, and it has a rent charge for the accuracy. It's not that much, but anyway, it can get down to the centimeter accuracy. So the thing would pick up a lot. Anyway, I spent a lot of time improving the accuracy of the GPS to get it even believable. So we'll skip that. We'll define the site border. Okay, first you go, say you add the first border point. You hit the add first border point. And notice that the GPS is waiting. It got a stable signal. It's providing the accuracy, and it's showing how, as it's locating the satellites, the accuracy is changing. And notice the note right below it. It's receiving location updates. So it's getting the location updates from Google, from over the internet. Though if you're not on the internet, then it's going to be slower. Anyway, I also have active GPS running, so it's going more accurate. We're not going to wait for an accurate reading. I'm going to take the reading, and now it's averaging 10 of the readings, so it gets an average to provide a more accuracy, a realistic accuracy. And it came back and it said point captured gives the accuracy of 27 feet. And do I want to retake the accuracy or accept it? I say retake it. It'll go back into requiring the accuracy and all that. That accuracy went down to 4 feet. That's anyway, I'll take a reading just to get it out of it. It averages. It's actually coming down pretty low on some of these accuracies, so it's still really honing in on the accuracy. Okay, this is 30 feet. I'll accept it. Okay, so now we go to another corner of the dock or something. We add another border point. It's given the accuracy. We'll take a reading. We accept the accuracy, so we take the reading, and it averages 10 readings, and we'll accept it. And now we're done with the border. Say it was only 2 points on the border. So now to go back and return to the main menu, instead of adding buttons we just using standard Google features that are built in for security and usability. So there's a little arrow in the top left corner that's pointing to the left, which means go back. So we hit that arrow, and it goes back to the main menu. Now the next item is photo and comments section. So we hit that item. And now we're defining, we come across a crack in a seawall or something. So we first capture the GPS, and it goes back to that standard accuracy thing. We take a reading, and it's averaging them out. Okay, the accuracy is 30 feet. We'll accept it. Okay, now we take a photo of the item. So we take it, and now it went into the standard camera. It opened up the standard camera on Android. Recently, I went to this new thing Google came out with called Camera X. It's the latest, greatest camera app, but it didn't provide access to the actual camera. And it's not the latest, greatest. With the actual camera, you can zoom in and out and do all the features in Google Camera. So anyway, I'll do 2 pictures for this first item to speed things up. I'll take a portrait picture of one screen. I'll accept that, and I'll leave a comment for that portrait. Touch the screen. Notice it's a large Google text box for big comments. You touch the text box, the keyboard pops up. I can't touch that mic, so I have to type it in. I'll just type in photo 1. Okay, and we'll save that. And notice it puts a thumbnail of the photo there and has comment photo 1. Okay, now we'll take another photo, and this time we'll take a photo in landscape. So we touch the take photo again, and this time we go and take a photo of the landscape screen. Okay, we click the accept button, that little check mark there. We accept that photo. And now notice there's two photos in the landscape. One is portrait and the other one is landscape. And these are high resolution photos. It takes a special technique to take high resolution photos. Anyway, now I want to add a comment for photo 2. So I click the comment box again, and it's that large box that's editable. So I click next to the one. Excuse me, and I put a period there, and I have to type this in. I say photo 2. Let me give it more large. Landscape. And then, so that's good enough for that, and I save it. So now it has photo 1 and photo 2, so you could do 2 items there. You could add more than that, and it provides 1 comment for the item. So we're done with item 1. Now we want to save and add a new item. We click at the bottom, save and add new item. And now we're on item 2. So say we came to another defect in the seawall or whatever we're after. We capture the GPS. We'll take the reading. It's acquiring the accuracy. Averaging 10 readings. Okay, 32 feet. We'll accept it. We take a photo keyboard. We accept that. Now we give a comment. Touch the screen. I'd love to hit that microphone button. Key BOARD. Okay, and we'll save it. Okay, so now we're done with the entire inspection. So what we do is we go to the back arrow up at the top left of the screen. And now we're done. And notice there's a mooring hardware. I was planning to add mooring, doing bollards and all the assets in the mooring hardware thing. And I had a plan figured out to do it pretty neat, but I didn't get to that yet. Anyway, so we're done with the project. What we're going to do is finalize and generate the report. So that's on the bottom. We hit that bottom purple button, and it gives a summary. There's two border points captured and 3 photos taken. 3 photos with comments taken. Anyway, we generate and save the report package. Okay, so what it did now is it opened up Google Files, which I think is a standard app. It's a Files app on the Google phone, but I'm not sure because sometimes I add other apps. But I'm pretty sure Google Files is a standard app on the phone. And so it goes into your file section, and I always put mine in the download section. You can change that to whatever folder you want, but I picked the download section. And once you pick a section, like say I hit the downloads, let me see if I could go back. Downloads. Okay. Probably I could create a folder in there. Anyway, it provides you a screen where you can say where you want the report. But once I select the downloads folder initially, it always remembers your last thing that you selected, so it always puts it in the same folder, and that's pretty handy. Okay, so now it's in the download folder, and on the bottom is the report name, and it's report demo. I notice I already have a report demo in there. I thought I erased them, But so we'll change the name to report 2 demo. So I could find it when I did lots of tests, and I keep trying to delete them, but I keep forgetting. Okay, so now it's called report 2 demo, and it gives the date at the end, 2025-09-16, and it's a zip file. This zip file contains several files. One is the report. It automatically generates a report, but it had to generate the report in HTML format because it's not allowed to, Gemini's not allowed to generate it in Word format or anything. So we chose HTML because you can import that directly into Microsoft Word or almost any app. We'll open up an HTML file. It also generates the KML. Well, I'll talk about it later. Anyway, we'll save this. Okay, so it's saving the report to your phone. Now that's important because the folder could be really big. I'll go to the Files app and show the folder, and it saves it to your phone, but like it also allows you, if you have an internet connection, you could send it up to Google Drive. So it's important to have a version of Google Drive on your work computer so you can access it and get the folders and download it directly to your computer so you can look at the reports and all that and edit it. I mean, it's too hard to do on a phone. Anyway, so that's the final report summary. I already generated and saved the report package. So we go back, and now we save and exit. And when you exit, it says, "Are you sure you want to save and exit?" You could say cancel or yes, save and exit. I'm going to go yes, save and exit. Okay, now before I go to the files folder and show you the report and how I transfer it to Google Drive, or I could show you how to send it to email. It's the same way. It's very simple. But like when you share it, you can choose where you want to share it to, and email's one of it. You could even share it to Teams. But if you're doing a big inspection, this package is going to be really big, and the email's not going to work. So you want to save it to Google Drive. But let me show you this. Now we're back off the screen. This is back to my regular screen. There's the CEC inspection icon. I'm going to touch the icon to start a new inspection. I'm touching it, but it's not working. Oh, my finger. I have dry skin, so I had a hand lotion on. The touching isn't working very good. Okay, so now when I start inspection, it says, do you want to start a new one or resume? Now, if I hit resume, it goes back to that same inspection we just did. If I continue to this and say we go into photo item and comments, it goes into item 1 of 2. So that means there's 2 items, and we're on item 1, and it has the photos and the comments. Now we can click the next button up at top there. Now we're in item 2, and it has the keyboard and that. Or you can, up on top, you can click the previous button, and it goes back to item 1. I just wanted to show you that. Like you can, say you go to next, you can resume you can continue the inspection. You can save and add new item. And now it goes to item 3 of 3, and you can capture the GPS, take reading. I mean, if you think this takes long, you should see waiting for the real accuracy. Okay, accept it, take a photo, take the photo of the screen, add a comment, touch it, don't use the mic, photo 4, save. Now you have Now you have item 3 of 3. Photo 4, we go to previous. It's the 2 of 3 keyboard. Previous, there's the keyboard. So then we could save, then we can go back and save and exit. And are you sure you want to save? I always say save and exit. I didn't try to cancel. I assume it works. Okay, but we already generated that report and saved it on our computer. So now let's go into the files thing and get the report and transfer it to Google Drive. We go into the files thing. Notice everything is standard Google. I mean, that's to make everything Google secure. Okay, we go into the files. There's a CEC icon there. Let's see, we go into the files. Where the hell's files at? I'm going batty doing all these tests. Hit the files icon. Okay, now in the files icon, we know we put it in downloads. This is how the files opens up. We hit the downloads, and there's it says today at the top. So it's showing the current demo, and this is report 2 there. Now notice the 3 dots on the right side of the photo. That's where we tap to share the photo to Google Drive. We tap that. I'm tapping it, but it's not responding to my finger. Okay, now there's all kind of stuff you could do with that. I hit the share thing. I hit share there, and you could share it to all these devices. You could share it to Outlook. You could share it to Google Drive, or if you go down even lower, you could see you could share it to OneNote. There's Teams right down there on the bottom. So you could share it to all this stuff, but oops, I clicked. Okay, I'm going to share it. I hit the 3 dots. I share it. And then I say Google Drive. Okay, now it remembers where I saved the last file, so it immediately goes to in Google Drive to my child's engineering folder and gives the report 2 demo, and I save it. Okay, so now it saved the files, and like these files are really big, so after you get them on your computer and download them, it's good to erase them from your phone because they take up a lot of space. As a matter of fact, it might be good on a large, because these are high resolution photos, you may be able to change the resolution on your phone not to take high resolution photos or something, and that may work that should work in the program too, but I have it set on high resolution, so the photos are really large and they take up a lot of space. So you want to eliminate, like go in there, hit those 3 dots, and hit move the trash, and it puts it in trash but saves it in trash for 30 days before it deletes it. So you could go back into trash if you mistakenly deleted it and recover the app. Okay, well right now I'm not going to do anything because I think I shared this to Google Drive. Okay, so now we're going to go out here. So we're done with the whole thing. Now we're back in the office. I don't want to do this on my phone because but here's how you do it on your phone, on your office. You go to Google Drive. I'll show you here. You go to Google Drive. Now, Google Drive comes up and it shows. It already remembers what I had open there. So that's the old demo project. So we have to go back. Okay, we're in child's engineering. We want to go. My phone, the app remembers where it was. Like on your desktop computer, you'd have to go through go to the child's engineering folder. Okay, anyway, I'm in there and I have a million inspection reports. I need to find this report. Oh, man. Report demo. Where's report demo? Oh, report 2 demo, right on the very bottom. Okay, so what you go in there, like if you were on your work computer, I click the three dots on my phone and it'll say download. Well, when you click download, it'll open up your folder on your work computer and you can pick whatever folder on your work computer you want to download it to. Okay, that's the end of this talk, and I'll send along with it when I get this talk together. I'll send the report folder where it's in a zip file that you extract, and you click on the folders, and there's several files in there. There's all the photos, and the photos are named with the project name and like item 1, photo 2 of item 1. And so they have distinct names, or item 2, photo 3. Like it keeps records. Like you could have two item 1s and 2 or 3 photos, or 3 item 1s, and anyway, the photos are all named. Then it has an HTML file, and what you want to do, if you click on the HTML file, it'll open up an Internet Explorer. If you right click on it, you could open it up in Microsoft Word. Or if you're in Microsoft Word and you click on, I don't know how Microsoft Word works. I don't have it on I designed this on my other computer and I have Linux stuff in it. Anyway, yeah, so that's the HTML file. So you can edit the HTML file in Microsoft Word, or you have a web view of it. You can put it on the web. You also have a KML file. If you have Google Earth on your computer, or your work computer, and you double click on that KML file, it'll go directly to the border and show you the outline of the border on a Google Earth map, so you can see how accurate the results are. And I had all the items marked in there and that, but I made so many iterations and we went back and forth so many times. I don't know if that's still included or not, but I know the border is. Anyway, so that's the border part. Then, and the KML part, if you click on the CSV file, CSV stands for comma separated variables. So what it is variables with a comma after each variable. And what it does when you click on that, it automatically goes to Excel. And Excel knows that a comma separated variable file, each comment is a different column. So it creates an Excel file with all the information, all the georeference information, the photos, even the comments. As a matter of fact, if the comment's big, it's real long there, and you have to go up on top of the Excel file and click it and tell it the word wrap. So it wraps it into a nice size cell or something there. It'll be a real long string of lines. But anyway, that's the app, and I will send the zip file along with it. Okay, signing off.